sporting comedy tonight. Rich pickings on and off the football pitches. We suggest that it's only an excuse here on BBC One Scotland in 10 minutes, after we go back live to the Castaways with Julia Bradbury. Welcome back live to Taransay. It's still bitterly cold, but it's still New Year's Eve, which means there's going to be a little bit of a shindig going on in here. This is the walkway outside the main building, the steading, and it's got to be much warmer in here than it is out here. I'm sorry, you can come in really, it's much warmer. Now, as you'll know, the Castaways are leaving the island tomorrow, so it's less than 12 hours to go. So everything is packed away into the crates, ready for departure. But you can see that the decorations are still up and there's a little bit of a party going on. But Porrig and Philly, tinged with a bit of sadness, not lots of happy cheers and stuff going on right now.
Well, we're leaving.
Yeah. And you really don't want to leave, do you, Porrig?
Well, I do and I don't. I'm looking forward to the future, but I've had a great year and I can't be happy about its ending.
And Philly, the same emotions?
I don't want to get on that helicopter at all.
So if I said to you tomorrow you can stay for another year, you'd definitely do it?
I'd definitely do it.
So come on, what have been the highs and lows of the year? What's been so great about it that you could live with it?
Well, I suppose one of my main highlights is May Day, because, well, the weather was fantastic, but it was one of the days when everything worked, everybody got together and everybody contributed and we had a fantastic time, and it ended up with the Wicker Man burning, and although some people didn't agree with it, they didn't make a big deal about it.
And you were a real community.
Yeah, it was one of the few days when division really didn't rear its head. Everybody was in agreement. It was just a fantastic day.
And of course, Philly, the animals.
Yeah,
you love your animals.
I love my animals.
And they went. The last of them went this week. Were you sad?
I was. When they got on the boat, that was it for me, really.
When the animals got on the boat. Okay, well, those have been your highs and lows. Let's take a look back now at the year for everybody. It was almost exactly a year, well, it was exactly a year today, that everybody spent the night on this island as a community. Take a look.
We don't want to be there until it is leak-proof, warm.
One of the pig sheds missed.
Just missed the polytunnels.
Just missed the polytunnels by just a couple of feet.
I don't think none of them's capable of doing a full day's work.
Great thing is we've built a giraffe pen now.
When brains come out, they must have missed that lot.
There you go.
Totally different feel now, there's animals here. Really strange, but nice.
Yeah, go on, get up.
Ray, there's no point.
You're lazy.
Ray has decided to leave.
Ray is about to phone a paper.
They holding me on this island by my will.
I tried to tell him so many times what he was going back to.
It's so sad they should have took Ron as well.
So let them plant potatoes that are that big to get ones that big. I rest my case.
Welcome to the first annual Children's May Day concert.
You're provoking me. Get out of my flight!
With him going, there is also a calmness here.
Listen to his ways!
I didn't come here for romance. I came to grow a beard. Maybe there is some romance there, yeah.
So now we are not split up. Are we?
No.
I'm escaping.
This is just an elaborate plan to go fishing, isn't it?
He has the unfortunate habit of believing that he's intellectually superior.
Ever since I've met you, you're on this plane as you think you are. But you do it. You don't do it with everybody. It's people you think are below that.
He's not a bastard. He's a lovely man.
Milk fever is a metabolic condition, mainly hypoglycemia of milk cows.
We all, as a community, saved that cow's life yesterday. I adore you.
You adore me, do you? Yeah?
I'm going now. You won't see me again out in this little room.
You adapt and you just get on with it. But I know there's going to be times when I'm going to be sat somewhere and I'll look at my watch I'm not wearing one at the moment. I haven't all year, but I will. I'll look at my watch and I'll think, God, I'd be milking the cows right now.
We think that maybe in 5 years we'll come back with our third child to show him or her the place where he was conceived.
It has been the most amazing year. And I will have so many fond memories.
Bye-bye. God bless. Happy New Year.
Tanya, Julianne, Tash as well. Highs and lows for you, Tanya. What's it been?
Well, the first few months were the hardest, I'd say, because as a filmmaker here, I was trying to earn people's trust. But since the summer, really, I've been having a pretty good time.
And you had a pretty good birthday as well,
yeah,
didn't
my
you?
birthday was in August, and we had a big party at the Bothy, which is about half an hour's walk away. And we lit up the whole building with little candles, and we drank lots of my home brewed nettle wine, which we call Ouch, and had a really good time.
And it certainly is a bit of an ouch. Julia, for you, I guess the high must really have been toilet monitoring.
No, it wasn't. It was looking after the chickens.
Looking after the chickens? You befriended the chickens, did you?
They're very nice chickens, although I was caught out in a bit of an egg scam where they planted eggs and pretended the chickens laid them and I was caught.
I remember that moment.
Very embarrassing.
Toby, at the very beginning of the project, you read a poem out.
That's right.
We're going to have a little re-look at that because we made you read it out recently again as well. Let's have a little look.
To laugh is to risk appearing the fool. To weep is to risk appearing sentimental. To reach out for another is to risk involvement. To place your ideas, your dreams before the crowd is to risk loss. To love is to risk not being loved in return. To live is to risk dying. To hope is to risk despair. To try it all is to risk failure. But risk we must, because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The man, the woman who risks nothing, does nothing, has nothing, is nothing.
So Toby, what's changed for you since you first read that poem out at the beginning of the project?
Well, that poem was always very important to me. And when I read it, I just thought, yeah, I have to do this project. It's been a great risk for everybody to give up the lives that they knew before and come to this unknown adventure. It's been lows, it's been highs, mostly highs for me, and I think most of the people there. So it's a huge risk.
How do you think you've benefited, or have you changed most in a positive way?
Okay, well, I think I've gained a lot more self-confidence. I've become a more rounded person, maybe able to understand other people's points of view more. And of course, I've gained a lot of friends, I'd like to think.
And you've gained a love as well. But Tammy, you won't be able to tell whether or not any of that's true because you've only ever known him on the island.
Yeah, it's a bit scary having to go back to reality and back to our old lives and try and sort of come together in that as well. So I don't know, it might be a bit of a shock.
I'm sure you'll cope very well. Well, that's it for now. We're going to be back later on in the Lottery Live programme, the National Lottery, at about 12:15. And tomorrow at 1 o'clock, you can see the castaways lift off from the island as they leave and say goodbye.
We'll take a couple kindness yet.